Cool. So then we move on from the family business. So what did you do after?
After that, I joined Life Fitness. Life Fitness was like with ASICS. They just bought the rights. They used to have a distributor in Spain, in Portugal, and they bought the rights of the distributor to get back to the multinational.
What does that mean, buy the rights of the distributor?
When you're a distributor, you have the right to sell the product in the country,
Yeah.
but sometimes the headquarters want to keep control of that. Then they buy the company and tell, okay, you're not anymore distributor, now as a multinational I can.
But why would they give it the rights in the first place if eventually they will buy them?
Because normally in the stage of a startup, a state of a corporation, a state of any company, there are moments that it's needed to have a headquarter or subsidiary in a country, and there are moments that it's easy to have a distributor, an agent, or whatever. Then you make a contract. That contract lasts 5 years, 6 years, 2 years. If you want to finish it before, that has a cost.
Yeah.
But that's any startup in the world has that challenge. They do not have money to put offices all around the world, but they want to be all around the world. And sometimes there are business that with internet is not enough, and you need physical locations, and that's one of the choices.
So pretty much if you're scaling, you don't have to have offices everywhere. You just make a contract with the distributor, and then it looks as if you're everywhere.
And they sell for you, and they get 1% of that sale.
Really?
That's like an agent. If you go to US, in Europe, you decide a lot of times to have people employed as a salesperson.
Mm-hmm.
In US, you have agents, and an agent is somebody that you do not pay. You pay a percentage of the sale, but that percentage of the sale, they are protected with a contract. You cannot cancel that contract.
No.
If you cancel, you have to pay. This is the same when you go to countries, whatever. It's impossible for startup nowadays to go to all the countries in the world, but could have sense in some countries that are not priority to have presence and growth.
So I have an idea how to hire agents and teams abroad. Most of the time you can use recruiters, like multinational recruiters, to do that. How would you, for a physical product, like a shoe or something, how would you get a distributor? Because I'm assuming you don't just go on like a recruiter website and just type in, I want a distributor. So how...
This is much depending on the industry and the business that you are. I mean, each industry, they have their companies that they are selling, and they are really good on that. Then that's, if you're on the industry, it's not so complicated to find it, and then research which are the good ones. But there are easier ways to do this. What is true, that these kind of decisions cannot be done, is like a marriage, and because they are the reputation of your brand.
So it's pretty much you go to trade shows or Google and you search the leading distribution agencies in the country, and then you talk with them, and then you have to treat it almost like an investor relationship where you really...
Something like that. At the end, you have to think that there are two kind of business. The business that can be scale up 100% online,
Mm-hmm.
and that's zero need of these kind of things, and the business that is really still need the hard base to be really close to the consumer. This kind of business always will need or to have offices or to have somebody or persons, and then you have to have, this is like, imagine hiring a CEO in a country. It's the same importance, because they can affect your image,
Mm-hmm.
or they can make you earn money with good image.
If you liked this episode, you can check out our most recent one here, and if you haven't already, make sure you click here to subscribe and see the next one. But if you're interested in more tips and tricks, then make sure to join our Facebook group, where you can find thousands of like-minded people and you get direct access and support to any business question from the entire Startup Funding Event team.